Today, we having major GOAT talk. I'm talking about Nasir, AKA Godson, AKA Nasty Nas, AKA Esco, all right? You already know, Illmatic, bona fide, top 10, maybe even top 5 album of all time. Not just his time, of all time, all right? Standout tracks, it ain't hard to tell. One Love, my favorite, produced by Pete Rock. Whose World Is This? The World Is Yours, all right? Now, a lot of people say It Was Written was a classic. You know, that's a debatable topic, you know what I mean? But Nas definitely got a ton of classics. The one part where I think Nas took the L, KDAY Nation, don't get mad. Noah's about to give you some facts right now, though. Takeover versus Ether, I'm not gonna lie, I rolled with Takeover. I think Jay got him. But Nas is that dude. Nas still putting out quality music. You wanna talk about poetry? That's Nas, man. Nas is like Earth, Wind, and Fire, rims and tires. Inside is the realest driver.
Yo, Romeo from the KDAY Morning Show, and we about to talk about Nas. Nas is like one of the greatest hip hop artists ever. If you pull out a top 5 for pretty much anybody, he gonna be in that top 5. Illmatic, enough said with that, right? One of the dopest, one of the baddest diss records ever. Sorry, JayZ. But Ether was totally unbelievable. Nas brings that heat, man. He's still relevant, still doing his thing. What I would like to see more Nas is on the big screen. If you saw him in Belly, you knew he could pull it off on the big screen with him and DMX. I thought it was dope what they did back to back. But if you put Nas on stage today, he gonna sell out a crowd. You put a Nas record out, people gonna react to it. Nas is the foundation of hip hop. When you think about 90s hip hop and 935 KDAY, you gotta put Nas on that list. He can come to the West Coast and still get respect, still get it in. Nas, I got number love for you, man. Come through the KDAY Morning Show. Nas is like, what? Top 5 of all time hip hop rappers, you know what it is. Romeo, KDAY, let's go.
We talking about Nas today. 1 minute opinion on Nas, AKA Nasty Nas, AKA Nasir Jones, AKA Sincere from Belly. We gotta start at the beginning, live at the barbecue. Nas does a verse, blows everybody's mind. If I could have been a fly on the wall. To hear him say those lines, he said some crazy ass problematic line like, iller than an AIDS patient. I think there was another one where he said something like, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Like, that's what made you love Nas, because every line, every bar is a story. So fast forward a couple years to Illmatic, every song on there, top to bottom, is straight up just bars, bars, bars. That combined with some of the hottest producers of the time, DJ Premier, Pete Rock, Q-Tip, made for an epic hip hop album. 25 years of Illmatic, by the way. And I got 9 seconds, so you can't mention Nas without mentioning the beef with JayZ. Killed him with Ether. Sorry for everybody who was rooting for JayZ on that one. Nas took it.
You know what song Nas is like? You know what Nas is like? He's like frustrating because he's like the greatest rapper of all time. He's in my top 5 easily. Has one of the greatest albums of all time in Illmatic, but he's just so inconsistent. And we should have known this from the get-go when he first dropped that verse on Main Source's Live at the Barbecue. When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. You're like, what? When I was 12, I went to the principal's office for smoking. That's a whole different story. But he followed that up with the single Halftime, which was okay. But he came out with the Illmatic right after that, and you're like, yo, there he is, there's that kid. And then he came out with It Was Written, which was okay, and that's kind of like his career. He'll do something amazing, and then just do something that's just okay. And maybe that's why Russell Simmons decided to sign Warren G over Nas the Def Jam, because he thought maybe Nas wouldn't be commercially successful as someone like a JayZ, who ironically, JayZ changed his whole flow because of Nas. And maybe that's why Nas drops that line, half man, half amazing, because Nas is only amazing half the time. Sorry, Nas.
Jones.